Well, I'm up early this morning and I thought I'd come out for a walk through the countryside up to the ruins of an old chapel. I was hoping for a bit better weather than this, but I think the place is going to look quite atmospheric, and rumour has it this place is haunted as well. I've been up here a few times over the years, never witnessed anything, but apparently it's haunted, and I thought I'd bring you guys along just to show you what I get up to at the weekends when I'm not camping. Yeah, as you can see, the weather is not on my side today at all, but it's nice and fresh, and it's early in the morning, and I find that a good time to get out for a walk and clear your head. Right, we are here. This place is called Minsden Chapel. I can't give you an exact history lesson over it because I don't know, but if you are interested, I'll put a link in the description below. There is a bit of a sign here. Let's have a look, see what this says. Minsden Chapel. Minsden Chapel is a ruinous flint structure designated as a scheduled monument and a Grade 2 listed building. The chapel dates from the 14th century. It was last used for regular services in the late 17th century. Thereafter, the building was abandoned and structure rapidly deteriorated and plundered for materials, resulting in rapid ruination. Now there is a bit more information about it, but like I say, have a look at the link below. I'm not going to stand there and read all that, but I will tell you what I've heard. Okay. Apparently this place is haunted by a monk, and apparently he appears, I'm sure it's over Halloween, and you see him walking up a set of steps that are no longer there, and he watches over the building. I know there's been many ghost hunters here. I think there's other videos on YouTube of people camping out here overnight. Actually, I know there is. I've seen that. But you can't get right to it anymore. There's a fence around it, which is fair enough. I think it needs to be protected. But years ago, all of this was overgrown and you couldn't really get to it. But they've cleared it out and protected it and kind of restored the ruin. You know, made it a bit safer for people to look at. And I believe that these sort of things need to stay here for as long as physically possible for people to enjoy. Over the years, probably since, well, as far back as I can remember, I've always enjoyed coming to visit ruins and English heritage sites and Cadw in Wales. I love exploring castles. Not so much about the history. I don't need to know about everything to do with the history behind the building, but it's mainly I don't know, you go into a place like this, let's say that was a castle, and you can walk inside it, have a look around, and you can just sort of imagine to yourself the noises, you know, from the past, you know, fucking people having their feasts, or like a chapel here having their wedding, and you can almost visualize it. Do you know what I mean? And I just found that interesting. Maybe that's just me, I don't know. I mean, I know a lot of people explore just to find out the history of these places, but for me, I don't know, I get great peace from it. I stand there and think of all the people that used to be and what they experienced in these places. I know it probably sounds fucking stupid, I know, but it brought me a source of great enjoyment, and it has for many years. I'm not sure if you can see me, but I think you can. So yeah, if you are going for a breakup, which I know a few of you are because of the people that have contacted me, if you've not got yourself a new hobby, or you've got a existing hobby, go and do something with that. If you haven't got a hobby, go find one. Find some inspiration somewhere, you know, on the TV, on the internet. Have a search through YouTube, see what other people get up to, see whether there's anything there that inspires you, whether it be getting yourself a new car, getting a motorbike that you've always craved, which I'm seriously toying with at the minute, or doing what I do, getting out and about, exploring, looking at ruins, going ghost hunting or something. I don't know, because I believe it helps. It doesn't take the pain away fully, it really doesn't, but when you mix a bit of happiness with the sadness, it brings, I think it brings some form of balance, you know. I'm not sure how else I can explain that, but I think when you've got something happy, something good to look forward to, it can temporarily take away a lot of the negativity in your mind, and you can start, when you do something positive, you can look forward to the next positive thing that you're going to do. Last night I knew I was going to come out today. I knew I was going to come and have a walk around here and visit that ruin again, and it gave me something to look forward to. So rather dwelling on the past, I was thinking about this. Maybe you could do something for charity, you know, pick your charity. Doesn't matter what it is. But I know my walking, my 100 miles in March for Mind, I've raised a bit of money, not a lot. I mean, I'm still way off my target, but I'm up to something like 90 quid now, I think, or something. But I know I'm doing good. I know that money, hopefully, is going to be spent on somebody's mental well-being, somebody's mental health, somebody that is struggling, you know. Doesn't matter, man, woman, child, but I know it's a good thing, and that really does make me feel good, you know, knowing that I'm making just a little bit of a difference for somebody else. Right, I'm just on the outskirts of Stevenage now, in a little village called Aston, and it is absolutely beautiful up here. Done many a walk around here, but it's it's especially nice on a sunny day. Now that fog's cleared, it's stunning, and it's still relatively early in the morning, so there's no one about. Managed to get parked in a little park community centre thing, so I'm going to go for a little amble around the countryside for a bit and take in the sights. Told you, it makes you feel good, man. I think being in the countryside with a camera, you can never take enough footage, you know what I mean? I can keep filming for ages and ages and ages. Not that the camera really does it much justice. I mean, it's nothing compared to looking through your own eyes at all, but I'll give it a go. I'll tell you what else I enjoy is the bird song. Let me be quiet a minute, see if you can hear it. yeah, it's a very relaxing noise, isn't it? Hearing the birds tweeting away, and I don't know, everything seems nice and fresh this morning. There's warmth now from the sun. Trees are starting to blossom, flowers are growing. A new lease of life is enveloping the countryside, and it's quite pleasant. And that's what I'm trying to tell myself about me as well. I'm coming out the other side, hopefully, from this fucking breakup shit, and hopefully it's going to unleash a new bit of life for me. I can start enjoying myself. If I was to ever afford a house, I'd definitely move to a place like this. Get out of a busy town and go to a little village somewhere where everywhere looks absolutely amazing. I think that would make me quite happy if I was to buy a house. Even the churchyards look better in the sunshine with all the flowers popping up. Beautiful, stunning. Just been talking to a guy, a local, just said hello to his dog and having a chat with him, saying he's got a lovely place to live, and he's telling me to go visit the pub. I think the community funded the reopening of the pub or something, if memory serves, because it was shut down for some time and redundant, and I think some form of community project, they took over the pub and run it themselves, something like that, which is really nice. But apparently they're open right now, and the landlady in there's selling coffees, so I must admit I'm tempted. It's pushing myself out of my comfort zone a bit, as you know. I mean, that's when the anxiety starts to kick in, but maybe I should go and get a cup of tea or something. I'm a little bit disappointed that the church is closed, but to be expected, I guess, really, in this day and age. But I know it's open on a Sunday. The chap comes and opens it up, ready for the service on a Sunday, and then once the service is done, about midday-ish, I guess, it's open then for the public till about 4 o'clock, if I remember rightly. And it's a nice little place in there as well. It's one of them places I like to come in the climax of summer, because if you go into a church in the climax of summer, when it's really hot on the inside, on the outside, you go into a church, especially an old one, and because they're so well insulated, it's a lot cooler. Right, I'm going to go and have a walk past that pub. I'm going to have a look through the windows and see how busy it is, and when I get there, I'm going to see how I feel, whether I can pluck up the courage to go in and have a drink, just a cup of tea or something, or not. I've got to push myself out of my comfort zone. That is one thing I've got to do. And I know it sounds silly going into a pub, and I did say I was going to go out on a solo date, and that still hopefully is going to happen, but going to do something like that still gives me quite a bit of fear. I don't know why. It sounds stupid, I know, but I'm going to go and have a look through the window, see what it's like, and make a decision. Now that was a really nice little pub. The coffee shop where I was, it's sort of separate to the pub, you know, half of it is pub, half of it is coffee shop, but then the whole thing opens up as a pub a little bit later on. But what a nice little place. And I just had a chat with a couple in there, and they were telling me it is run by the community now. They sort of rescued it, but they've got professional chefs in there to do the cooking, and the prices in there ain't too bad. Now, I had a pot of tea, which I couldn't drink all of, there was far too much. A pot of tea and a big slice of cake, and it was only £6, and I thought that weren't bloody bad, and it was very nice. But they're the positives. Let me talk to you about the negatives from my point of view. Now, don't get me wrong, I've been in a pub and whatnot before on my own quite a few times in the past, but when I sat in there then, obviously I'm on high alert, filled with anxiety. Don't know why. Maybe it's just me at the minute, maybe it's a natural thing of what I'm going through, but I did not struggle picking up the cup to drink it. I was like trembling. It was really bad, and pouring the tea out of the pot into the cup. If anyone was watching me, they'd be laughing, but I found that a bit difficult, you know. I felt really afraid and yet enjoying it at the same time. Very strange, but that's nothing to do with the pub. That's all me. The pub was inviting, friendly, beautiful. Locals were fine. It was just me picking up that mug. But that's not new to me. I've been through this before many times. I've had to have people carry me a pint because I tremble so much. But today I really felt it. But I'm bloody glad that I went and done that, and it was nice, and I will do it again. I do think it is slightly strange when you go out by yourself, especially after being broken up with, and you're so used to having someone the other side of the table instead of an empty chair. You know, I did briefly focus on that, but tried just taking my mind off it, but it was there. But you know, it's one of them things, isn't it? It's going to happen, and I hope, well, I'm not hoping, I know it will get easier. The more I go out and about, the more I'll get used to dining alone. So we'll have to wait and see what my next venture is. I'm still going to go out and take myself out on a date, go and gonna have a nice bit of grub somewhere, you know, one evening. Now the sun's come out, I'm going to make the most of today, and I've took the roof off, and now I'm going to do a little bit of charging around the country lanes, and then if I see somewhere where I can go for another walk, that's exactly what I'm going to do. But I think drinking so much tea and it's travelling through me, so I need to go and find some facilities really. Never mind. As you can see, I'm in a relatively good mood today, and I mean, I'm telling you now, the weather absolutely 100% helps, and I'm making the most of it today because I know tomorrow it's going to be back to being a grim day, but I'm going to try and stay focused. So that's the plan. And this evening what I'm going to do, I'm going to have something nice to eat, and I'm probably going to watch a film or two, so that'll cheer me up a bit as well. Anyway, let's go and enjoy these country lanes.
Keep your eyes on the road, you as you pon the
know there's a lot of problems with fuel at the minute, costing an absolute fortune because of the war, but I must have demolished about a quarter of a tank. I've been driving around for ages around the country lanes. Oh, what fun. I mean, fucking hell, talk about reliving my wasted youth, you know. Now I'm man in my 50s, you know, an overweight fucking broken man in his 50s tearing around the country lanes with the roof off the car. But I'll tell you what, I felt almost fucking normal, almost free, you know, almost feeling like I'd escaped all of these negative feelings about breakup and what am I going to do and all that fucking shite, you know. I know it's a bit of one of them cliche things, isn't it? One of them things that people talk about. Yeah, all right, mate, you're a bit of an idiot, but there's something in it, honestly. I mean, as silly as it sounds, just an old fucking Beetle with a roof off, tearing around like a fucking kid, not really caring what other people thought of me. I could see them looking at me, you know, booming out a bit of fucking Bob Marley, and I was playing a lot of blues music as well because it just feels good. And everyone was looking at me, and they must have felt, you know, comments under their breath going, wanker. But honestly, I fucking really enjoyed that. That's just almost made my day. That's something so silly. Anyway, I'm at Sainsbury's. I'm going to go and get myself something to eat for tea tonight, and yeah, that'll be about it. I've done my 10,000 steps now, so I'm good. So I'm not, yeah, I think I might just go back and get the laptop out, put something together with all this footage that I've got, and then put a film on, I think. Yeah, I mean, I would like to stay out a little bit longer, but I don't know what to do or where to go, do you know what I mean? And I really can't keep putting this, you know, putting a high amount of diesel in it, you know. I just can't afford it, not with the price it is at the minute. Anyway, I'm babbling on, so I'll bring you back in a minute. Let me just go and get my shopping, and I'll be back. Right, okay, don't judge me. I went and done my shopping, and then put the roof down, and then done another, I don't know, 20 odd fucking miles, just tearing around, listening to Queen. Fantastic, fantastic. Anyway, that's enough of that, that's enough. I'm sure you'll get bored with me talking about how much I act like a child behind the wheel of a convertible car, listening to old music. Anyway, I decided to park up and come for a bit of an amble again. I didn't want to go back to the van or anything like that. It's just so nice, you know, with the sun being out, and you can feel the warmth of the sun on your back today. It's beautiful. So I thought I'd stay out for a little bit longer, because I think the weather's turning tomorrow, and then next week is going to be pretty poor. So really got to make the most of this. Anyway, let's get serious for a moment. I've been acting like a bit of a wally today, and I apologise for that. I know I'm meant to be relatively serious, you know. I just want to talk to you about how I'm, you know, how the emotions play on you, you know. And it's definitely happened today. Although I've had moments of feeling quite normal today, you know, back being happy and jolly, and you know, the big fucking giant wally that I used to be before. I had moments of feeling like that today, but you can't, it doesn't disappear, you know. It just feels strange somehow. It's almost like you feel guilty for feeling happy when you know you shouldn't. You know, I should be happy, I should be enjoying life, I should be experiencing everything that I can and enjoying life to the max. But I feel, I don't know, I can't explain it. It's like a guilt that is inside me, and it's like something inside is telling me that I shouldn't be happy right now. I should be still mourning the loss of my marriage, you know, and I can't get my head around it. And I do mourn it, of course I do, and it hangs over me, you know, it envelops me. But it's so bloody difficult to explain unless you're going through it and you're at the stage where I am. you probably understand what I'm saying, but you can't get those sort of words out, you know. The things that I've done today, going for the walk, going for a drive, going for a cup of tea and a slice of cake in a pub, you know, they're all the sort of things that I would have liked to have done with my wife, you know, with my, sorry, she is my wife, but I call her my ex-wife, because when that divorce is finally finalised, it's probably going to be wise just to pretend that she's my ex-wife right now, you know, so the pain maybe is a bit less. I don't know, I'm not looking forward to that day, let's put it like that, but I know it's coming. But anyway, I missed her today, you know. There's things that we could have done together, and I know she would have enjoyed it, you know. And it's so sad to think about, but I have to push myself to keep doing the things that I fucking enjoy, regardless of whether she likes it or not, you know. But these things, they attack you. Just like I've said, being out and about today, she would have enjoyed that. The films that I'm going to watch later, I've got a couple in mind, and they're quite violent prison films, and she used to like gangster violent sort of films, and I know she would have enjoyed them. I just watched all of the series of Reacher, and I wanted to talk to her about that as well, because I know she'd like that, you know. It's so strange. All of the all of the things that I know she would like, I think about while I'm performing that activity, walking, watching something, eating something, and there's a little bit of me that just wants to pick up the phone and say, look, do this, and this, I think you'll enjoy it. But I don't. From the very beginning, when she got rid of me, there was no contact, not from me. That was it, you know. That was the utmost rule that I think has made all the difference, because I think if you remain in contact with a person that's hurt you, I think it's going to continue to hurt you, you know, and maybe give you some false hope or something. When she texted me that that was it, after a quick conversation the next day, I didn't respond to her again. That was it, apart from pinging her some money to send my stuff over when, you know, she said it had cost this much money, could I help out? And me being me, of course, you know, I didn't want to be in short of money. And then she sent me an email at Christmas about the presents that she'd left me in the garage, but I didn't respond to that. Nothing. That was it. Game over for me, and that was it. So the no contact thing, I think, works. I think if you're in regular contact with an ex-partner, I think that's just going to prolong your fucking agony. So yeah, anyway, the point is, when I enjoy myself or eat something or whatever, do something that I think she'll enjoy, I think about it, but I never reach out. I never do, you know. I think that's the best thing that I can do, as sad as it is. But you know, it will get easier, and things are getting easier, things are getting better. The positivity is coming a lot more. Only when I start talking about this does it become difficult. But I'm sharing the experience with you guys to let you know, if you're going through the same thing, it's completely fucking normal. So that's why I'm talking about it. It's an honest vlog of how I've been feeling and what's going on for the past few months. Anyway, let's press on. Yeah, I think the best thing that I can do is try and make some new friends, and I've done that. I've signed up with something on Facebook now, and yeah, anyway, that's a topic for another day. But I'd like to make some friends. I'd like to have some companions, someone that enjoys the same sort of thing I do, someone that's got free time at the weekends, someone that's single, someone that's got no baggage, no kids, you know, that they've got to deal with or anything like that. Someone that can just come out at the weekend and have a bit of fun, you know, do a bit of exploring, go out for dinner, go for the cinema, just do stuff with. Because I think sharing an experience with someone, I think it makes things better. I might be wrong, don't get me wrong, I do like my free time, I do like making these videos. So I guess, you know, in a sense you could say that the people that watch this are with me. But it'd be nice to have someone beside me, someone to natter to, someone to moan at, someone that they can moan at me. Do you know what I'm getting at? I kind of like that idea. So we'll see what happens. I'm not on about looking for love, not at all. If it happens naturally, then so be it, but just a friend, yeah, definitely. Anyway, to finish off with, I apologise for this being a lot longer of a video with me fooling around and just prattling about, but I thought I'd try it. I'd see what happens. Instead of me doing just a few minutes here and there every day, I thought I'd try something a little bit different, show you what I get up to on the weekends that I'm not camping. Don't get me wrong, I mean, I don't do this every weekend because the weather's too crap, but in the summer this will definitely be more of a regular thing. But I'll be driving further afield, going up to the coast, walking coastlines, booking into a travel lodge or something, having a cheap night away, you know, keep myself busy and occupied. But yeah, I do appreciate you watching. For the ones that have stuck with me to the end of this, thanks a lot, it means a lot. And the people that email me regularly, you know, I'm amazed by the response, to be honest with you. There's so many good people out there, and you really wouldn't think so, would you, in this day and age? But there's a lot of good people, and I like that. I like all of your advice, whether it's harsh or the softer approach. Anyone that just watches and voices their opinion, fair play on you all. Anyway, I'm going to end it here, and I hope you enjoy your weekend. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. I do see that there's still a big percentage of people that watch me but not subscribe. Anyway, I will speak to you all tomorrow. Have a lovely weekend.